Hey, it's Lebo with Lebo's Pinball. We're back on Bankaball. Last time I was showing about how I was trying to repair the wood that was underneath the pop bumpers, and so now we flipped it over to the other side to start addressing some things here on the top. I'm going to rebuild the pop bumpers, put them all back together, and go from there. So I started in just kind of looking at look how dirty those are, and some of the a little bit of the damage to the paint. And I'd actually had started moving over here to this one. This one's kind of shiny because I'd already started cleaning it, rubbing it down with a little bit of Novus number 2. And then that's when I stopped. It's like, oh, wait a minute. I still got these, look in the yellow paint. See all the little ball swirls? The little half moons or whatever you want to call them. I'm going to try working on those to get those out and at least improve them. They probably won't completely come out, but I know I can make an improvement, and I just want to show you what it is that I'm going to do to do that. It's basically going to involve a magic eraser and some rubbing alcohol. You have to be kind of careful. What I've understood about these earlier games like this is the kind of paint that they've used, the rubbing alcohol works, but it kind of can soften things up, so you don't want to go too crazy, too forceful, too abrasive, all that on the paint. But it's enough to where we can get in there and get the dirt out and just kind of smooth some of that over. So I'm going to set this thing up and show you how I go about doing that. Okay, so again, what I'm using is rubbing alcohol and a magic eraser. So just taking a magic eraser, I usually just kind of tear off a little piece of it because I'm going to go through probably a number of these. And get it, kind of take this and, really saturate it with the rubbing alcohol. I don't want to rub this dry on the paint at all. So now that I've got this here, I'm just gonna slowly kind of go over this, and having a paper towel nearby is kind of handy in case things start running all over the place. But you just slowly work basically the dirt out. Don't want to apply a whole lot of pressure, just kind of moderate, just be careful. Looking at this, you can see the dirt that's coming out already. Get it wet again. And just kind of keep working through it. Again, like I was saying earlier, I don't expect to get all of this out. There's going to even be a little bit of planking maybe in the playfield. I can see a little bit, tiny little bit of lines up here. It'll improve it some. It won't go away, but it won't be nearly as noticeable. But as I go through this, you'll kind of notice already, hopefully in the video, that it's already starting to kind of fade out. I'm going in circles, but just kind of randomly, going around. Kind of go back here and I'm going to work this a little more. This magic eraser, it leaves a bit of a residue. So when you get done with it, the next step is going to be to come back with a little bit of Novus. And it'll polish it out, take a lot of the crap out that this magic eraser leaves behind. And again, even with the Novus, you want to be careful with it too. All this stuff, it's all delicate. You got to be just got to be careful. All right. Okay, so that kind of shows at least what it is that I'm accomplishing here. I'm going to spend a little time kind of going around the rest of the paint in the vicinity, but I want to at least just show here, what happens when you do this. So And then I'll go ahead and polish this a little bit with some Novus, because it looks a little bit dull right now, but as you get in here and polish it down, and you probably can't really see in the video how much of a sheen that it adds to it, but it definitely improves it a lot. You can still see, you know, there's still more I got to do up through this area, but hopefully you get the idea. Got some more work to do. Pressing ahead.